Hey guys, I thought I would go ahead and record using some of my Shop My Stash for November with you guys. And I've had one person who consistently has been asking to see more makeup content. So I definitely wanted to be able to do that. I did say that I would do at least one video showing using some of this stuff. So that is what I'm doing today. So here it all is in here. And I today have on, it's going to be up soon if it isn't already up. If it's already up, I'll link it up above. If it's not, then you will be seeing it. But my husband and I went to Traverse City, Michigan for a conference that he had for work. And I got this there, so you can see Michigan here. And I just loved the color, and it's cozy. It's like a unisex. It's got pockets. It's just wonderful. Now, I don't typically do this. I usually wash stuff before I wear it, but I didn't. And so it's kind of like doing something funky here and got a little bit of wrinkliness. But you know what? We're just going to ignore that, right? Because all I'm doing today is going to vote. So I live in a little tiny country town, and I'll probably see like at most 50 people while I'm there. So I'm like, I don't really care. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and pick the products out of this that I'm going to use today, and then we will come back and get into using them. Okay, so I think I pulled something from every category that I need. Here's hoping, right? So first I'm going to use the Beauty Crap Stuck On You. This is eyeshadow primer. And I know I've used this, I mean, definitely at least once, but I think I've used it twice, if I remember correctly. So we're going to go ahead and just smooth that on. I definitely already, just prefer the feel of my Wet n Wild. It's just, it's easy. Like this, I feel like you have to spread around a lot more because you need to use like the warmth of your finger to get it to spread out right, which is fine, but just a little more work than the Wet n Wild one. That's all I'm saying. If it works really well, then that's good with me. I'm always good with having some options. So there's that. And then the eyeshadow palette that I chose is, I opened them all up and looked at them to see what would go best for today. And the Nomad by Juvia's is what I chose because I'm just going to do kind of more of a simple, like the brown and like yellow kind of tones for with what I'm wearing. Just makes sense. So I am going to kind of do what I've been doing. You guys let me know what you think of how I've been doing lately, where I've been like kind of speeding through the eye part and then talking as I use the face products. If that's something that you enjoy, or if you would like me to maybe talk through the eyes and not through the face or whatever, let me know what you think. Because I just tend to feel like a lot of times with makeup videos, I focus a ton on the eyes, or most people do, which I get it because to me, that's the most fun part too. But sometimes I like to just like switch it up a little bit, and I feel like I take way too long to do an eye look when I'm talking. Anybody else? So yeah, so you guys let me know what you think. But today I am going to go ahead and kind of speed through the eyes, and then we'll talk a little bit while I put my face on. Okay. Okay, before we go any further, I've been blending and blending and blending. The patchiness that is happening, like there is areas that are just not willing to be covered. Like I can't get it to blend at all. And I never have those issues with these palettes. And that happened to me with the Smashbox eye primer too. So I am going to go ahead and take this off right now and start over using my Wet n Wild primer, because we're going to see if it's the shadow that's doing it or if it's the primer. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll be right back. Okay, putting on my Wet n Wild. We are going to try this again because that was not good. So we will see how things go from here. Okay, do you see the difference from with that last primer to the Wet n Wild one? We do not have that patchy, it's all blending. So I will give that eyeshadow primer another try another time, but we'll see how that goes. All right, now I'm just gonna go ahead and throw a lid color on for the moment, and then we will get into my face. But I am gonna go ahead and use just this yellow right here. Without you, I'm on my own again. I got the shivers whenever you went out of line, yeah. Clean brush, and I'm just blending that into that other shade there. And that is good for that for now. Okay, on to some fun face products, shall we? I think we shall. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use the Becca Ever Matte. You guys, I'm spitting like crazy today. I don't know what my problem is. So, excuse me, Llama. Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector. That'll really help with my spitting, having to say a bunch of P's. And so we are going to go ahead and just pop a little bit of that onto my, you know, places that have a lot of pores and stuff that show. For foundation, I'm using the Merit Perfecting Complexion Stick in Dune, and I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of it's like everything is fine, yeah. It's no. We'll go ahead and blend that in and then see if I need more. Looking pretty good, but I will add a tad bit more. It is looking like it might be a little bit light right now, but that's all right. Once we put bronzer and stuff on, that, you know, usually works itself out, so. I don't know if I love the way things are looking on my nose and stuff, but I don't know if that's the foundation or the primer. But also once my natural oils, because I got a lot of them, start doing their thing, that usually kind of works itself out too. So, okay. So for concealer, I have the Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape, and this is in Light Sand. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on the places I put concealer. And now I'm going to do some cream bronzer. So I have the Soul Body, what do they call this? Bronzing balm, I think. Face and Body bronzing balm. You guys, it smells so dang good. And this is in medium. Like, I seriously can't get enough of that. Oh, I need a different brush for this. All right, I have kind of a stiff brush. This is the LaRousse LR322 Kabuki brush, and it's just a little stiffer of a brush, so, woo! Okay, that was much more than I needed, so we're just gonna spread this as far as it can go. I'm thinking it is a little on the orangey side right now, but we'll see what it looks like once I get it all on. It does feel a little like it is picking up that foundation though, so that's not the best. Woo! Now I made my nose real orange. This is going a little awry. I think I'll be able to make it. I'm not putting any more on my brush. Just moving around what's there. I think too, once I put my powder on, it'll knock down some of that oranginess. Not bad. I mean, I don't think it looks like it's bad, but okay, so that's where we will leave that. And then I also wanted to use a cream blush, so I'm going to use the iMethod Natural Looking Rocks All Over Face blush color, and this is in shade 01, First Love Matte Nude Pink. I do not think it has anything even remotely to do with pink. If you look at it, this is like peach as peach can be, so I have no idea why they called it that, but yeah. So I'm going to use my Moda angle brush. I love this brush for blush. And I'm going to just kind of stamp it where I put my blush. Okay, I digress. On the face, it does look more pink. I still wouldn't call it, I still probably, if I looked at it, wouldn't necessarily call it pink, but I guess maybe. Matte nude pink. Well, nude pink, I guess, yeah. I just need to be quiet because I'm, yeah, wrong. I'm wrong. That's what I am. That's okay. We can admit when we're wrong. On the stick, it does not look pink at all, but on the face, it is looking more pink, so that's good. And I really like the shade, actually. My nose is full of color between the bronzer and the blush, so that's good. And I do go a little more heavy-handed when I'm using the cream products because then I put powder over them, so the powder usually kind of dulls the color down a little bit, or the intensity, you know. So if you don't do enough, then the powder kind of makes it so you can't see it. So if you're like, why do you keep putting stuff? Stop it, Danielle. It's because the powder will help chill it out. For highlight, I am going to use the LYS Aim High Multi-Use Liquid Highlighter in Brave. So we will go ahead and I like to just put some on my finger. Woo! Settle down there. And tap around. I just got a big glob up of by my eyebrow over there. So that will be interesting. Let's bring that down a little. Okay. The nice thing about this, and then I just use my fingers to tap this out, it is very, very subtle. And so you really can't screw it up because it's not anything that it's going to be like, oh no, look what you did, way too much. Like, it's just not like that. So I did get some on my brow bone. Maybe I'll just put some on this one too. Make them match. But yeah, if you can see there, I mean, it's very subtle. But I like that. I've always liked a more subtle highlight anyway. And I'm leaning more and more that way too. Also, I really have gravitated to much more simple eye looks. I get far more compliments when I do a really simple eye look than I do when I like spend a bunch of time. I think sometimes you can just overthink it and do too much, and it kind of just makes it. There's a difference between editorial that's really cool for photos and stuff. Like my cousin Debbie does the most amazing. She used to have a channel. She doesn't do it anymore, but I think it's still up. But she does have an Instagram that she posts on regularly. So I'm going to link those down below for you to check out if you don't know her. I know most of you who watch me do, but she does the most incredible looks. And I am just blown away at the stuff that she does. But like a lot of those she does for Instagram videos and stuff like that. And I think she does wear, you know, it out like that sometimes and stuff too, which is totally fine. But just saying, like, there is definitely, you know, a difference between more wearable and more editorial kind of looks. However, they're all wearable because it's whatever you feel most comfortable in. But I definitely do tend to feel more comfortable in more subtle, not even subtle, but just simple, like not a ton of different colors, not, you know, for a lot of people, what I have going on right now is like, whoa, you know, but to me, it's more simple. But so it's just what you like, you know. All right, so now we are gonna go, oh, I didn't even put any of that in my nose. See what happens when you talk? Maybe not you, but when I talk, I just, who knows what's gonna happen? I'm gonna forget things. That's what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna put that on my nose here. Okay, now for powder. I have the Becca Hydro Mist and Set Refresh Powder. As you probably know, Becca went out of business. There are some products you can still get, but I don't know if this is one of them, to be honest with you. Oh my gosh. There's a sifter in here. However, I don't feel that it has done its job very well. So I'm going to take my powder brush first and try doing it that way. I mean, that's typically how I always put powder on, but I did kind of want to try using like a puff kind of thing to kind of press it into my skin because I have been having a hard time when I try other powders, like with them keeping my oils at bay. When I say other powders, I mean other than my Coty Airspun, because I just love that stuff and it has worked the best for me. Oh my gosh, I have so much powder in this cap. And so I'm finding myself being like, well, I'm just going to get rid of these other powders because they don't work. But then Jen from Jen D Beauty, is that right? Oh, Jen, I'm so sorry if I said that wrong. I'm going to link her down below anyway, her channel. But she was talking to me about like trying using, you know, a puff or something for my powder to see, because she has oily skin as well. So, you know, to see what would work, or she said that works good for her. So that maybe that would work for me as well. So I thought, you know what? I think you might be right. So I'm going to go ahead and just take this puff right here and go into what I have left here in the cap. And the definite areas are right here around my nose. And even if I look super dry and somewhat cakey to begin with, trust me, my oils like just go mad all the time. In fact, even when we were just on our girls shopping weekend, the one night I'm like, I need to go up and wash my face. My face is so oily. My cousin's like, it is super like greasy. I'm like, that's just what my face does. So like it goes totally nuts. And a little on my nose here. But like my nose and like cheek area right here gets, it's just gross. It's just gross. I don't know what to do about it. I mean, it's not gross. It's just oils from your skin, but I don't really like looking like an oil slick. So, okay. That's looking really nice, actually. Okay. So, okay, for my brows, I'm going to use the Hourglass Arch Brow Micro Sculpting Pencil. That was really hard for me to say. Arch Brow Micro Sculpting Pencil in dark brunette. And so we got the spoolie on this side. And of course, the tiny little micro pencil on this side. Look at it, I've got powder on my hand. How awesome. I'm very professional. There's nothing professional about me and my makeup skills. I just do what I want because I love makeup and it's fun. It's actually extremely relaxing to me to do makeup. I love just listening to music, which, man, do I like how that turned out. Like, that was really easy. I went up a little on a weird angle there on that brow. Cool. I don't want to fall in love with an hourglass eye pencil, or brow pencil, let's just say, because this girl can't afford that. Now I'm going to use the Merit Volumizing Pomade, and it is in black brown for my brows. I do know it's a little dark, so I'm going to try to be, I'm so thrown off how the handle end is the long end, but I'm going to, I would normally brush down first and then brush up to really get it through it, but because of how dark it is and because I don't feel like I need a ton of filling, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go through it this way just to kind of hold the hairs in place very lightly. So that's that. Looks good, if I do say so myself, and I do. All right, now I am going to, oh, I'm not doing that yet because I gotta finish my eyes. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet now and go back into finishing my under eyes. See, the palette doesn't really have like an inner corner highlight per se, so I just used this same shade that I used on my brow bone. I just used at the inner corner to bring a little bit of brightness, but I don't have something shimmery in there or anything. But so that's that. So I'm going to go ahead and do my I'm gonna curl my lashes and do my liners, and I'm gonna use the Black Midnight Sky from Essence and the Punch from ColourPop in my waterline, and this is gonna tightline my upper. And then we will come back to do mascara together because I know people don't always like seeing, put it this way, I can't just open my eye and put the liner up there. My eyes like roll around and look all sorts of crazy, and I don't need somebody trying to call an exorcism in over here just because I'm trying to put my eyeliner on, okay? So I'm gonna save you that, and we'll just be back to do mascara together. Okay, so funny story with the mascara. As you may recall, I pulled the Grande Drama Intense Thickening Mascara with castor oil, and I went to use it the other day, and let me just show you. I don't know about you, but I don't think that's gonna work. So, unfortunately, that dried out on me, so I'm not going to be using that. And then I'd have to look back at the video, and I'm too lazy to do it right now, so whatever. So I'm not sure if I pulled this originally or if I pulled it after once I saw that, but I think I usually pull 2 mascaras, so I probably pulled it, maybe. But it's the Thrive Cosmetics Beyond, or no, it's not Beyond Anything, Liquid Lash Extensions Mascara, and it's in Bryn, Rich Black. I never noticed I had like a name. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this for my mascara. So here's one coat compared to an eye with nothing on it. And as you know, I always do a double curl, double coat. So I'm going to do my second curl, second coat. And here is 2 curls and coats as opposed to 1. And then to finish off for lips, I didn't mention it again in my November Shut My Stash video, but I am not pulling lip products when I do Shut My Stash because I am not great at matching lip colors up to looks. And so I like to wait until I actually do a look and then pick something. If I tried to pick things ahead of time, I think it would be a disaster. So it's just not something that I do. So just so you know, because I had someone last month say you forgot to pick lip products, but I'm like, no, I actually didn't. I did that on purpose, which I did mention in that first Shut My Stash video or second one, but I didn't mention in this one. So I just wanted to mention that, or in my, I didn't mention it in my last one. I'm going to stop talking now. For my lips, I'm going to use the iMethod Power On Plumping Lip Gloss. This is shade 776. I know it has a name too. If I remember during editing, I will pop it up on the screen. But it looks like this. And I am a gloss girl, without a doubt. This, I feel like the stopper doesn't work great in this, which whatever, it's fine. But as far as plumping glosses go, like it does give a little tingle, but I don't know that it really plumps per se. I think just the, you know, glossiness. Gloss always kind of makes your lips appear a little bigger than like a matte, you know, lipstick or something would. But so that is the gloss. And this is my finished look. So what do you guys think? I'll come up and show you the eyes again, so you can see. Very simple. I'm so glad I decided to just take it off and start over using the Wet n Wild primer, because now it's blended and looks lovely like Juvia shadows do. I had a very sneaky suspicion, it wasn't that sneaky, I knew right away that it was the eyeshadow primer that was causing it this time, because of course once I put my Wet n Wild, I'm telling you guys, it is my favorite. It probably always will be. I will not buy anything else. I will try to use whatever I have and things that have come in Ipsy and stuff like that, but I will not buy anything else because it works so good. So why buy something else when it's super inexpensive and works awesome? I mean, if you can answer that in a different way, then you shouldn't. You can let me know. But yes, so this is my look for going to vote. And yeah, I hope you guys have a really good day, and I hope you enjoyed seeing me use some products from Shop My Stash. If there's something that I didn't use that you would like to see, like, if you want, let me know. So I used that Juvia's Nomad palette. I also have the Ace Beauté Flare palette for this month. Woo! Looks like this. The Nomad America's Parks, which looks like this. And the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice. Oh, here's the outside, which looks like this. So if you would really, really like to see a look with one of those palettes, please let me know that. And then I still have plenty of other face products that I pulled for this month that I can use next time, so I won't repeat ones that I used this time. And yeah, so just let me know if that is something you would like to see. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel so much to get, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Exposure. There you go. And if you aren't already subscribed, I hope that you will subscribe. It doesn't cost you a doggone thing. So why not? Why not do it, right? And for those of you who are my awesome subscribers, who, whether you're new or you've been around for a while, thank you so much. I appreciate your support so much. And I look forward to talking to you very soon. All right. Bye.